Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here. Thank you. Thank you. Cut the music. Bonjour. Welcome to the latest episode of NDN Way with Jonny R, the podcast that records live. You know what I mean. From the Red Lake Nation on the southern shore of the mighty Red Lake. And I'm your host, Jonny R. Obviously, coming to you live from my basement / aka the 94 Warriors Studios on this fine Friday, which also happens to be Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to you out there celebrating Valentine's Day. Myself, I just got back from a party at the school for my kids. Valentine's Day party. It's actually my wife and I's 27th Valentine's Day together. I think we might have missed one. But our first Valentine's Day, it was actually before we started dating, I suppose. We took a ride. We skipped school. We took a ride to the nearest town. Bought her a teddy bear. Then after that, she wanted to snag me up forever. So that's pretty smooth of me. I actually had money, surprisingly, even though I was a dumb high school kid. So we've been together ever since 1994. So technically, we went on our Valentine's Day, quote unquote, date before we actually start dating. So that's kind of weird to put it that way. Yeah, because I had my sister's car that day. I drove my sister's car to school because I didn't have my own car yet because I was a bum high school student. And we just took a ride. I think we ate. I don't remember where. Probably McDonald's. And I bought her a teddy bear and came back, took her back to school. I went back to class. But anyway, that's how we started. And we were at our kids' kindergarten party today. And we're actually not doing anything for Valentine's today, but we're gonna make up for it tomorrow because all you horny Valentiners will be out tonight crowding the shit. So we don't wanna get in the way of you Mujaway. Then Mujaway is a Ojibwe word for coitus, I suppose I can put it, or Punjin. Punjin didn't rhyme, so I said Mujaway. But yeah, here we are. So, Wednesday, February 12th was actually my 44th birthday. And I've actually been feeling a little under the weather the last week or so. I've had a cough that just will not go away, so you might hear me coughing right in the microphone. I went to the hospital Monday night, and they diagnosed me with acute bronchitis. So, I'm still hacking away, and hopefully maybe tomorrow, Sunday, Monday for sure it'll be gone. And with that, not being able to breathe, but coughing away, I haven't been able to make it to the fitness center the last week. So I'm kind of, I suppose, recovering a little bit from, because I went like about a month straight, just weekends off, hitting the gym. So maybe that'll help me, because it'll help me recover, because I was going pretty hard. I started running, about a mile and a half of my 3 miles on the treadmill. So baby steps, and I still got these here. Look at that. I got a muscle now. Ooh, yeah, I look like Macho Man. Okay, I don't look like Macho Man Savage, but yeah. So I haven't been to the gym since last Friday, and I'm not feeling it. I got on a scale. I only gained 1 pound. And that's pretty good, considering that my wife made me a pretty big buffet for my birthday. So lots of cake, lots of ice cream, but not too much damage done. So that's good. So because when I first started working out, I did these YouTube tutorials, beginner weight sessions and stuff like that. And the trainer said that you're not gonna, or you didn't gain it all in one day, so you're not gonna. Or wait, how did he say that? You didn't gain all this whatever, in one day, so you're not going to lose it in one day. Or, I don't know, I think I messed that up. I'm stupid. But anyway, yeah, so I'm doing all right. I got to get back to the gym hopefully Tuesday, because Monday is a federal holiday and tribal holiday. Because in the Red Lake Band of Ojibwe, instead of President's Day, we celebrate Chiefs Day. So I don't know if that's the hereditary chiefs or the chiefs that were present for all of the dealings with the government in the 1800s, or I don't know. Maybe it was them. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what we're celebrating Monday. So that's how, because we're not colonized. Okay, we are colonized, but we're trying not to be colonized. We're fighting hard against colonization, even though we're all anyway. But on Facebook today, I put out a post that said I'm recording a new episode of the podcast today. Any topics, questions, smart-ass comments on your dirty minds on this Valentine's Day today? And I got a few of them that actually came up. And there goes the cough. The first one I came up was asked if I have thoughts on lifting the alcohol ban for the Red Lake Res and starting our own liquor store / bar, or keep the status quo where everyone still consumes alcohol anyway and funds Gilman's millions per year. That, I think I've been talking about this before on my previous episodes, which you can find probably over here. If you scroll through, I'm pointing at my YouTube watchers. Over here, you can scroll through those. I've talked about this before, where, the more you keep things away, the more you, limit our access to things, the more we're going to want it. So maybe, because like in, Europe, they let kids drink wine, and as they grow older, they don't want to, they don't turn into alcoholics, I suppose. But then again, the biological buildup of the Native American communities is that we can't break down alcohol like other is it races? Yeah. I don't know. I heard that from, I think that was Neil deGrasse Tyson. Native Americans and Asians have a hard time breaking down alcohol in their systems. So, I don't know. Science doesn't lie, but I'll have to get a... But, again, we're at a point now. We're at a point now where we need to do something fast in the Red Lake Nation. We need a new revenue source. Gaming is, I know our Ogawakening enterprises are, I don't know. And we recently start selling alcohol at our casino in Warroad, Seven Clans Casino Warroad. And from the sounds of it, I haven't really heard anything, but I recently read that we are expanding, adding more rooms, an event center, conference center. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they're killing it. They're making money up there. So I've always said this before. We gotta any life form needs to adapt to survive. We can't just be waiting around for the government to finally honor these treaties after 250 some years. That's not, that's not going to happen. They want us to die off so they don't have to live up to, even though they're not living up to the treaties. Because we need to take care of ourselves. We need to make our own money. We need to invest in ourselves instead of waiting for that. Again, I've said this before. I don't know if anybody's really, if my 4 or 5 listeners remember me saying this, but there goes my cough again. Waiting for the crumbs the government gives us, or Shakopee, whatever Shakopee loans us money, and We gotta start taking care of ourselves. What kind of example are we setting to our kids, where we have to sit around and wait for the great white father to give us money to function? You know, the great white father. I saw that on a movie, so I thought I'd check it out. Pretty cool? No? Yeah? I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I think it's time. You know, we need to make moves. We're not, I think we're kind of in a crisis mode right now with our lack of revenue coming in. You know, there's so many ideas that I hear about that are tabled. That's what I always hear at the council. We'll table this till, you know, we get more information. We'll table this till we can find whatever. That's all I hear up there. So hopefully, you know, it's time to make a move. You know, the tribal council has been making bold moves lately, like the recent enrollment issue that came up, where everybody enrolled in 1958 was granted full-blooded status, and that was passed down. You know, we're still doing the blood quantum thing, and I think they should just make everybody full blood, you know. But, you know, that's a dividing topic. A lot of people weren't really on board with granting full-blooded status to certain, I don't want to get into that because it's gone. So we're all gonna be full bloods eventually. So we don't die off. You know, mathematic genocide, is that what they call it? With the, I read so many different things. I hear so many different things. It's hard to pinpoint facts sometimes if you don't attend the meeting, which I didn't do because I was coughing up like a Tuesday during the council meeting. But I did watch live feeds, and you know, the argument for increasing the blood quantum made more sense than not increasing it. So I was for it. I'm still for it, even though it didn't affect me yet. So hopefully it does, and I'll be a full-blood Red Laker. But as I said before, I'm 3/4 Red Lake and 1/4 White Earth, so I am a full-blooded Ojibwe, Native American. But yeah, I think you know, Gilman's is a liquor store about, I say, what, a mile and a half south of the reservation line on the southeastern border on Highway 15, and that motherfucker is rolling in Red Lake money over there. I mean, it's time to pull them off the teat of the Red Lake Nation money, you know, like they do in White Earth serves alcohol, Leech Lake serves alcohol. You know, we need to make a move. That's all there is to it. I think we need to make a move. Our time is up to quit waiting for crumbs from the government. So, but that was a good question. I don't think we should keep the status quo because it's not getting us anywhere. Yeah, Gilman's. What does Gilman's contribute to us? Besides, I don't even think we get coupons from Gilman's. So the least you could do, give us some coupons. But yeah, adapt to survive. Adapt to survive. That's is that Darwinism? No, or is that I don't know. But I got another one here. It says, I'd like to know, what are your thoughts on the legalizing marijuana on our res? Do you by any chance know why they're only trying to get medical marijuana approved? I personally think its benefits would only go as far as the people who are collecting signatures. They have big families and nepotism is inevitable. But again, my opinion. If we sell weed and alcohol, does that mean we are already broke as a tribe? If you were chairman, what would you do with those two situations? You know, I've said this before. We need to... It's just a matter of survival for us right now as a tribe. You know, getting handouts, getting loans to continue day-to-day operations for our tribe. Again, you know, this is just speculation because I don't read, you know, I don't get any financial reports or, you know, the loan information, but this is I'm not an outsider, but I'm not in with anybody. I don't really have any political contacts, or my family's not part of the inside circle of the tribal council or anything. This is just what I see. This is my opinions. This is what I think. But I think that it is a good idea to not just explore legalizing marijuana on the reservation. I think it is something that we have to do immediately. You know, the old argument of it being a gateway drug sounds like, I used to believe that when I was younger, because I never, well, you know, I'm not a smoker, and it's not really, you know, there are studies now that it says that marijuana use is kind of curbs the, you know, the addictions, like with withdrawals. It helps withdrawals. It helps with pain. You know, so there'd be no need for pain medications, or, again, these are just what I hear about. You know, I didn't actually do the studies myself, but I hear professionals talk about it, like when I'm reading articles or listening to podcasts, or, you know, there are studies out there. You just got to find them, and I've been trying to find them myself. But the marijuana use has been beneficial with dealing with aches and pains, you know, pain management, and it keeps people from, you know, possibly jumping into other prescription drug, or jumping to prescription drugs. That's just what I hear, I read about. And I think it would be beneficial for the Red Lake Nation to get into legalizing recreational marijuana. Hell with this. Well, I suppose the medical marijuana would be a good start to keep, you know, pain management is the main thing, you know, because we had a lot of elders, you know, diabetics, others with arthritis, and you know, other issues that cause them pain, and, you know, marijuana would be a beneficial alternative for them, other than making the big pharmaceuticals rich with our addictions, you know. That actually made sense. It kind of sounded smart there. But yeah, I think we need to do something, and legalizing marijuana and having alcohol on the reservation, even though our ancestors, you know, said don't let there be alcohol on this reservation, it'll be the downfall of our people. But we need to do something. We're gonna perish with waiting for the scraps of the government, or, you know, assistance from other rich tribes, and we got to learn to take care of ourselves. You know, that just we gotta make a move. I've been saying that we got to make a move. So those are my thoughts on that. And oops, I lost my page here. So thank you for that question. As chairman, I would be an advocate for legalizing marijuana and lifting the ban on alcohol on Red Lake tribal lands, because it brings in more revenue. And revenue is important right now for us, because it sounds like we're struggling. But again, I don't know. I don't see any financial reports or records, or, you know, just look around here. We're all struggling. I'm struggling, especially not having a job. And another question I got was, what you think about the Wild firing their coach Bruce Boudreau? How do you think I feel about that? I feel betrayed, let down. Okay, I don't know. I know nothing about hockey. I'm assuming that's hockey, because my dad was watching that when I stopped over there last night, and I suppose change is good. You know, it doesn't hurt to change up your routine, maybe for the better. So yeah. Thanks for your service, Bruce Boudreau, whoever you are. I thought we had the North Stars. Don't we still? Do we have two teams now? The North Stars and the Y? I don't know. I don't know hockey. Never watched a hockey game in my life. I don't know why, but I should start. But yeah, those are the two questions I have. 3 questions I had. I hope I answered those to your satisfaction. And other than that, I got an announcement to make. Next week sometime, either Friday or Saturday, I booked a guest. And my guest will be, drum roll please, that's my Circle Pines res drum roll. It was just me slapping my belly. But the guest will be none other than probably the most famous native I know. Probably the most famous native in the history of... Okay. Tanya Joe Hall agreed to be on the podcast next week because we have a show at Cedar Lakes Casino in Cass Lake, Minnesota, where Tanya Joe Hall, Rob Fairbanks, and myself will be there for Res Comedy Night 2 on Saturday. Show starts at 7. Doors open at 6. So you might want to get there. You know, I'm going to say you should get there early because it's going to be a packed house. Everywhere Tanya Joe Hall goes, it's packed. So she's like, I once called her the Taylor Swift of Indian country. Maybe she's more like Elvis, probably Elvis status. So yeah, we'll be there next Friday and bringing you some comedy. And I'm gonna bring it, man. I'm bringing it hard because I know I gotta. I'm probably opening up, and Tanya's gonna follow me, and I am gonna have to bring it. So I will bring it. I remember this one time, I think I talked about this before. Me, Tanya, and Rob did the Cass Lake, the Palace, and we're all so nervous. None of us were headliners yet, and we're all scared to do it. So, but I ended up headlining that night, closing out the show. We all did good. It was a lot of fun. I have it on tape somewhere, but I just got to find somewhere to take my tapes. But I think that's all I got. Thank you for the questions, and we will be back hopefully before the Tanya Joe Hall episode. Remember, Tanya Joe Hall on the next Indian Way with Jonny R next week. Big Rich, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.